Hands in Luck. Chapter 1. The Faithful Servant. For 7 long years, Hans had worked hard in his master's service. He rose with the dawn, tended the fields, and never once complained. At last, the day came when Hans longed to see his dear old mother again. "Master," said Hans, bowing respectfully, "I have served you faithfully, and now my time is up. I should like to return home to my mother. Please give me my wages." His master smiled kindly. "You have been true and diligent, Hans. You deserve a fine reward." And he lifted a lump of gold as large as Hans's head and placed it in Hans's kerchief. He tied it up, slung it over his shoulder, and set out. As the morning sun shone, he laughed with delight. "Ah, what luck is mine! With this treasure, I shall live as grandly as a prince." Illustration cue: Hans walking joyfully down the road with a great golden lump wrapped in cloth, sunshine on his face. Chapter 2. The Horseman. The gold grew heavier with each mile. Sweat ran down Hans's brow, his shoulders ached, and his feet dragged. Suddenly, a rider trotted past on a glossy horse, sitting tall and proud. The horse's hooves clattered merrily on the road. Hans sighed. Oh, what a joy it must be to ride instead of trudging along with weary feet. The rider reined in and laughed. "Why not trade, friend? My horse for your gold. What say you?" Hans's eyes lit up. In a moment, the heavy bundle was gone, and he sat astride the horse, riding off like a gentleman. "Luckiest fellow alive!" Hans shouted. But soon the horse broke into a gallop. Hans clung to its mane in terror until it threw him headlong into a ditch. Bruised and shaken, he was pulled up by a passing peasant, who shook his head. "Best stick to cows, young man. Horses are no fit beast for the likes of you." Illustration cue: Hans flying off the horse into a ditch while the peasant looks on, half amused, half pitying. Chapter 3. The Cow. Hans dusted himself off. "If only I had a cow! She walks gently, gives sweet milk, butter, and cheese. That would be true comfort." The peasant chuckled. "Fortune favors you. Take my cow in exchange for your horse." Hans agreed eagerly. Leading the cow along, he beamed. "Now this is real wealth. Each day, fresh milk. My mother will be proud indeed." Chapter 4. The Pig. At noon, Hans stopped, hungry and thirsty. He tried to milk the cow, but she kicked angrily, knocking the pail away. An old butcher, passing by, laughed. "That cow is too old to give milk. She's ready only for the knife." Hans's face fell. "Oh dear, what shall I do?" The butcher patted his fat young pig. "Take this one instead. You'll have roast pork and sausages aplenty." Hans's sorrow turned to joy. He tied a rope around the pig's leg and led it proudly. "What luck again! Mother will clap her hands when she sees this fine pig." Chapter 5. The Goose. As Hans journeyed on, he met a man carrying a snow-white goose under his arm. They chatted, and Hans boasted of his pig. The man frowned. "Hans, haven't you heard? A pig was stolen from our village. Yours looks just like it. You could be arrested." Hans trembled. "Arrested? Oh, heaven help me!" The man whispered, "I'll do you a favor. I'll take the pig off your hands before trouble comes. Here, take this goose. No one ever questions a goose." Hans, relieved beyond measure, handed over the pig and hugged the goose close. "Luck follows me everywhere. Mother will roast this goose and we'll feast grandly." Illustration cue: Hans cradling the goose proudly, walking away while the sly man leads off the pig with a grin. Chapter 6. The Grindstone. Toward evening, Hans came upon a scissors grinder, whistling as he sharpened knives on a shining stone. Sparks flew as the wheel turned. Hans stopped, enchanted. What a merry trade! Always singing, always earning bread. If only I had a grindstone, I too could be happy. The grinder winked. And so you shall. Give me that goose, and I'll let you have my stone. Hans clapped his hands with delight. The goose was gone, and the grindstone now weighed on his shoulder. Now I shall never know hunger again. I can sharpen every knife in the land. Chapter 7. Free at last. The grindstone pressed heavily on Hans's back. At last he reached a well, bent down to drink, and set the stone on the edge. Plop! The stone slipped, rolled into the water, and sank out of sight. Hans stared, then leapt up with a shout. What joy is mine! No man is so lucky as I! The burden is gone, and I am free as the wind. Nothing weighs me down. Now I can go to my mother light-hearted and happy. And off he went, whistling merrily, empty-handed but full of cheer, straight toward home. Epilogue. The Luck of Hans. And so Hans returned to his mother with nothing at all in his hands, yet laughter in his heart. For Hans believed, more than any treasure could teach him, that true happiness lies not in riches, but in contentment, cheer, and freedom.